Hello and welcome back to the Highland Homestead. So it's just a quick video this week. I'll show you the reason why in a second, but up this far north we've had quite a lot of snow, which has hindered quite a lot of our plans. Well, meant they're very difficult to do. So I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you the snow, and while I'm showing you the snow I'm going to just explain what we were planning on doing this week, and when I turn the camera on I'm sure you'll be able to see why we didn't do it. So as you can see, we're under a foot of snow. This is our large 8-acre field, and our sheep are still over there, and our pigs, which we will get to in a little bit. But this week what our plan was to do was to hopefully have dug some more beds, because as you're well aware, spring is now here. Technically, according to seasons, not that the ground is showing you that, but we have got spring bulbs appearing and everything like that. So we are meant to be starting our veg garden. We've still got some beds dug. They're under the snow. I think there's one around here and 3 over there, but we still have a lot more to dig. So we have been hindered slightly by the snow. As you can see, the fence hasn't progressed any further because the trees that we're planning on cutting have snow on them, which means that they're not as safe to cut, because the snow can have an impact on their weight, etc., and can cause them to do unusual things. So what have we been doing this week? So the main thing we've been doing this week is trying to persuade the sheep to use the shelter, because the horses are currently up the top of this field so that they can use the carport as their stable block at the moment. The sheep have been in there a couple of times, and the main reason we want to get them used to there is that possibly may be the lambing area we use for the sheep come lambing time. However, we've currently having to use it to try and monitor one of our ewe lambs who has got a injured foot. She's not putting weight on her front left foot. We've managed to catch her twice and there's nothing sprained. The only thing we've seen so far is one of her toes being long, but we believe she might have sprained it, because obviously in the snow you can't really tell what you're walking on, and there are a couple of molehills in there that she might have ran onto and just twisted it. So we are monitoring her, and I will get you a close-up of them if I can. The other thing we've been doing is the pigs. The pigs are approaching their farrowing time. They're due in March, so we're now 3 weeks away. So we've been building a pig farrowing area up the top of their pen, which will be next week's video. And the only thing we've got left to do is to move this house of theirs that they're going to be living in, and just put some wool in it that we've got in order to try and make it a bit more warm for them. Now that has been a thing we've been doing for the past 2 weeks, but with this snow arrival it has made it very difficult for us to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here, walk up to the animals, and we'll get a closer look at them all. Right, so at the pigs now. So as you can see, they're also in a lot of snow. They're pretty good. So the thing that most people don't know about pigs is their tolerance to cold. So a pig actually won't feel the cold until minus 32 degrees Celsius, which is remarkable. Now she is, as you can see from her side, when she's got a nice view, come of it. Good. Yeah, I know. Good girl. As you can see from her side, she'll hopefully lie down and you'll be able to see it properly. But her nipples are starting to protrude. Yeah. There you go. Which is quite a good sign, because that means she's getting close to farrowing, which is what we're expecting, as we've got her date currently as the March, first week of March. So that is a good sign. There's stuff in her hair is her food that she runs under every morning as it's drying out for her. But yeah, so this is the bigger of our 2 pigs. The other one is over there stuffing her face on the food, which is quite good. Oh, be careful. Yeah, so she's very happy. She loves attention. We will be posting we are planning on selling our piglets. We will be keeping some for our own use, but we will be selling some of them, so they will be up on our website, which is coming soon. If you follow our Instagram, you'll get more regular updates on when it goes live, etc. But it's something we're currently working on doing. If you have any interest in the piglets, please do let us know. You can message us or leave a comment or message us on our Instagram account, which will be left in the description. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you with her face, and I will go and see if I can get hold of the any of the sheep if they want to be social. But yeah, I'll see you in a second. So all the poultry are in bed. The pigs are being fed instead of the sheep. The last thing I want to do is just work my way down to the sheep house, which is down there. We've just rolled a massive big round bale into it that we got delivered today, and I want to see if the sheep are still in there, because if they are, I'm planning on keeping them in tonight, just to try and let them have some rest. Now this might be a challenge. If I get them, I'll show you them in there. If I don't get them, I'll show you them outside of it. But I'm just going to have to quietly go down. We've got one of our ewes down there who is incredibly aware, which is a good thing in some ways, because it does deter against predators. But in another thing, it's a bit of a pain when we're trying to sneak down and shut them in, because it does make it difficult. The good news is we've had fresh snowfall, which should quieten it a bit. So I'll give it a go and I'll show you the result. See you in a second. The final good part of tonight is I've managed to get them all in. So we've got our 3 ewes, our 2 wethers and our ram in there, which is great. The breath you're seeing is my breath, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. It's cold out here. But they, as you can see, they have a massive bale. They've got some food. They will be rather interested in the back, but there shouldn't be any way of them getting out back here, if I'm correct. Yeah, we've secured the back, so that's all good. So next step is just to leave them in there and let them bed down for the night. There's 2 fences across, so it should be alright for them, and that one's secure as well. So I guess at this point it's just leave them to it and let them enjoy their hay. I will run down with the water for them just to give them something to drink, but they're all okay. Right. On that note, enjoy the beautiful sky we have behind us with the sunset currently, and the snow that we've got on the ground. Snow all around us, snow on its way by the looks of it. Snow just left, and very happy homesteader, because all the sheep are in, which means it will give our poor ewe, who's got an injured front foot, a bit of a rest. Now they shouldn't try to break out because they've got hay and everything. However, when I'm down to do their water, I will have a look just to make sure. But that is it for this week's video. Sorry, long walk up the hill again. That is it for this week's video. Apologies for it being quite a short one and just a catch-up one, but unfortunately nature has had its effect on us here at the homestead, which means that most of the jobs we did want to do can't do. Depending on the weather, we have got a couple of plans of what we're doing next week. We're planning on finishing the pigs, which means next week's video will mostly be the pigs, I'm guessing, and we will give you an update on the poultry. We're also got our eggs going into lockdown on Wednesday, so that will also most likely be in the next video as well. So thank you very much for watching. As I said, please leave a like or a comment if you have any questions on the video, and I shall see you in the next one. Thank you, bye.